Hi everyone, it's Lewis here. I'm continuing my journey through Indian cinema today as I watched what is actually my first Bollywood movie, I believe. Three Idiots it's called. And this is one that's been recommended to me in my previous videos because if you haven't seen my videos before, I started with RRR, which is my first Indian film, which I imagine it probably was for a great number of people around the world. And I did a review of that, which was quite popular, so I took some recommendations. People suggested Rajamouli's previous two films, Babali, which I did two reviews of as each part as well. And then loads of people recommended different things, so I was kind of deciding what to do next. So I went with Three Idiots because it was on UK Netflix, and it was just to look different to what I'd seen. Because obviously Rajamouli's films are very outlandish action adventure movies and that kind of thing, which I really liked. Like I really liked all of them, and I just thought, yeah, this would be good because this is a whole avenue of cinema I have no knowledge of. So, and as usual, if I make any mistakes or anything, just let me know politely because this is all new to me. But yeah, I watched Three Idiots and I know of Amir Khan in the film, and because I know he's a pretty big deal in Indian cinema, and I think he's just done a film which was a remake of Forrest Gump, which I didn't get to see. It was on the cinemas here, but I didn't get to see it. But I probably will do that at some point. I don't know what people think of that, but I'll probably check that out at some point. But yeah, this film was billed as a comedy. I didn't really know what to expect from it because the thumbnail bit on Netflix didn't really give away a lot, and there's a couple of short clips and that, but it didn't really really tell me much what the film was about. So I was expecting quite sort of a full-on sort of slapstick comedy kind of thing, but it wasn't really. I think I didn't find it to be that much of a comedy. Not that it wasn't funny, because it had a fairly light tone for a lot of it, but it was just quite a good dramatic story about a group of friends and that, and yeah, so I enjoyed it. I felt like it came together well. I think sometimes I struggle to fit movies in, like Indian movies in, because generally the ones that are recommended to me do seem to be just shy of 3 hours long. So this was 2 hours and 43 minutes, and I watched it because I had an afternoon free. So I watched it, and now obviously I had time to record the review as well because I don't like to leave too much space afterwards. I just like a bit of time to think about it and then record my thoughts. But yeah, I enjoyed it. Like I said, I didn't. Some of the humour didn't really work for me, and I don't know if that's just a cultural thing. I think it might be where it's just not quite what I'm used to. But it wasn't, it wasn't anything that put me off. I found that, and sometimes I don't like films that kind of jump around in time. I mean, if you haven't seen this film and you're looking for Indian cinema recommendations, I'm not gonna spoil anything specific. I'll try not to anyway. But but yeah, the film kind of tells two different time periods, and it's about the same group of three friends, and it's about two of them trying to find the other one, and then they go back 10 years to when they're all in college together and the various different things that they got up to and that kind of thing. And yeah, normally I don't like it when films do that. It's just a me thing, but this worked really well because I don't like it when films kind of catch up to themselves, kind of thing. But because this was a flashback and then present day, that worked great, I thought. And I really like the three leads, like I say, Amir Khan and I can't remember the names of the other two, but I thought they all worked really well together. And because the story was set in two different time periods, I'm not sure whether they're older actors they may look younger, or they're younger actors they may look older. I'm assuming they're younger actors they may look older in the present day, but it's just because that's probably easier to do rather than make somebody look younger. And it was 2009, I believe it came out, so they probably were fairly young then. Um, yeah, I think that was the real strength of it, was the three of them were very believable as friends. And I think in some bits, I think it kind of went in ways I didn't think it would, and I think there was a point later on in the film where it lost me a tiny bit, and again, I don't think that's the film's fault. I just think it is quite a long film, and I think I'm fine with like subtitles films and that, and a little bit of this was in English as well. It's kind of a mixture of English and Hindi, but yeah, I'm fine with subtitles film. But I find when they're quite long, every now and then I do miss a little bit. I miss the odd line here and there, so sometimes I do have a little bit of a disconnect. But that's more me than anything. But I found it didn't really affect my overall enjoyment of the film. I thought it came together pretty well, and I wouldn't have guessed what the ending of the film would be if or the ending kind of like scenario that happens before the real ending kind of thing, if from the start of the film. But yeah, overall I really enjoyed it. Kind of the message behind the film is kind of the challenging of, I say it's a comedy, but it challenges kind of what conventional education would be, and it's kind of about a college and the college. I don't know what you call the guy who runs a college, but what they kind of see as being education, as being giving people what they need to pass tests rather than actually educating people. And the main character, played by Amir Khan, his whole thing is that you should do things because you want to, and you should do things because you like them. Like he says, this is chase excellence and success will follow, and I think that's quite good. That's quite a really strong message that plays throughout the film. It's being true to what you want to be and doing what you want to do and not what other people want you to do. And if you truly love what you do and you work at it, then success will come. It shouldn't be about chasing success just for the sake of it, kind of thing. And I really like that. It was a really strong message that I think played really well during the film. And they kind of established that quite early on, so you kind of go, okay, this is like the theme of the film and that. And I thought Amir Khan was really good. I think I think this is the film that brought him to larger attention throughout the world, kind of thing. And I can see why. So I'll definitely check out some more of his stuff in the future. But yeah, this was good. Like I say, it's different to what I've seen in Indian cinema up until now. Please keep recommendations coming, because I get quite a lot of them. And I'll check out the ones that people seem to mention a lot. I'll get through them all eventually. Not them all, there's a lot, but all the recommendations I get, I'll do my best. But yeah, I enjoyed that. So if you're like me and you're new to Indian cinema and you've seen some of the more big blockbuster action movies and you want something a bit different, I think this is a pretty good recommendation. So yeah, that's my review. I like it. Thank you very much.